Yardley, and I would like to welcome you to the 1920s Berlin project. This project was started by me in July last year, and the idea is that people here get an experience of what life was like in Berlin in the 1920s. Berlin is a very exciting city and has an amazing past, but in the 1920s it was probably even more interesting than during most of its history. Berlin was the center of art and of liberty and freedom, and so many things were happening here at that time. It was the Weimar Republic was an amazing time. And when I first came to Second Life, I thought that I wanted to create a historical sim. And when I visited other historical sims, I felt that they were perhaps a little bit too romantic. I wanted to show what life was really like. To me, the details are very important. Probably because in real life I am a historical consultant and I work for movies and television and authors, and I help people with the details. I help them make movies that are authentic and correct. So when I decided to build this sim, it had to be as realistic as possible. When people come here, they can look around. There are lots of streets. The streets are also narrow and they are dirty. And when people come and live here in Berlin, they can rent a tiny little apartment above a shop, and they may have to share a toilet. This is not a fantasy sim. This is not paradise. This is a city as it was back then, with its good side, its bad side, with art, with music, with a nice club, with dancing, with pretty dresses, but also with poverty, narrow streets, rats, beggars. It's all here. We have a little bit of role-playing going on. It's not mainly a role-play sim, but we do encourage it. It's great fun, and it helps people discover the history of the sim and of the subject, of course. The main idea of this sim is to give people the idea as if they are really going back in time, as if they can really walk through the streets and got a feeling, get the feeling of what it was like. Sort of imagine, goodness me, this is what Berlin could have been like back then. We do all sorts of things here. We have parties and we have performances, we have people singing and dancing. We try to show the very cultural side of Berlin as well, with the cabaret and all the movies that were being made and all the art. We try to show that to as many people as possible. And we have lots of events for everyone. And, well, we hope that you can perhaps one day come and visit us and walk around, explore our streets. Berlin is always changing and growing. We're always adding little details. There are people who've lived here for quite a few months and they are still discovering new things. So come to 1920s Berlin, look around, learn a bit about the story, and explore. Thank you.